This is Michiana's breaking news and weather station. MNC. On News Talk 95.3, 101.9 FM, and 1340 AM, your MNC Nation stations.
Good morning. Welcome to Friday. It is September the 20th, 2024. I'm John Zibney in the MNC News Center. The news getting started now with our top local stories on Michiana's Morning News. St. Joseph County Police student resource officers have investigated what was believed to be a handgun on a Penn Harris Madison Walt Disney school bus. Now, upon investigation, officers determined the gun was a realistic-looking BB pellet gun. Sheriff Bill Redmond's now urging parents to use caution when it comes to toy or pellet guns and to make sure that they stay at home. News at 5 o'clock, sponsored by Burkholder Buildings and Supply. If it can be built in an office, a farm, or anywhere else, Burkholder is the highest quality for any need. Burkholder Buildings and Supply can help. Call today. An organization dedicated to stop bullying in schools has organized a child safety and human rights rally in Elkhart tomorrow.
They're inviting the public to join them for a collective platform of truth-telling and solidarity. They'll have a lineup of speakers and arts and culture performers from all around the state. The organizations are calling on local communities to join the efforts of child safety and human rights across the state. They'll be offering a Speak Your Truth booth, free family fun basket raffle giveaways, music, dancing, resources, food, vendors, face paintings, and more. It's happening at the Elkhart Civic Plaza from noon until 4 on Saturday. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
A death investigation is underway in Berrien County after a 69-year-old man's body was found in Lake Michigan near Silver Beach. Police recovered the body around 4:30 Wednesday afternoon. The man's identity is being withheld until his family is notified, but authorities confirmed he was from St. Joseph Township. Detectives do not suspect foul play. New this morning on MNC, more money is fueling a restart of the Palisades nuclear power plant.
Michigan-based Wolverine Power Cooperative and Indiana's Hoosier Energy will each receive awards from the Empowering Rural America program. Bridge Michigan reports that the new money headed to Wolverine brings total public subsidies for the relaunch of Palisades to more than $2.4 billion. The plant closed in 2022 as it struggled to compete with cheaper power sources. Governor Whitmer calls the new cash infusion from the government another critical step in relaunching the plant. Victor Garcia, MNC News.
64-year-old white pigeon woman was hospitalized after she suffered an apparent medical emergency that caused her to crash into a garage on State Road 120. Police say the woman's Hyundai Santa Fe veered off the road, hit two unoccupied vehicles before coming to a stop. The woman complained of chest pain. She was taken to Elkhart General Hospital. And the Elkhart Parks and Recreation Department will host a ribbon-cutting ceremony for its new 18-hole disc golf course.
The course, located between Lundquist Bicentennial Park and Island Park, is the first free 18-hole disc golf course in the county, targeted for families and beginner players. Support of the Community Foundation of Elkhart County, We Impact Group, and Play It Again Sports made the project possible. Saturday's ceremony is happening at noon and will feature comments from local officials as well as a brief demonstration of the course. Attendees are welcome to bring their own discs and enjoy the course after the event. Derek Decker, MNC News.
Americans can now renew their passports online, avoiding the slow mail-in and paper application process.
The State Department's new system is available for adult passport holders whose passports expired within the last 5 years or will expire in the next year. However, it can't be used for children's passports, first-time applicants, people living outside the U.S., or expedited renewals. The digital option is supposed to offer a more efficient and convenient passport renewal experience. The department expects around 5 million Americans to use this service annually. We've posted a link to the website with this story at 953mnc.com.
New this morning on MNC, a new report showing minimum wage increases have little effect on job numbers.
While speculation around increasing the minimum wage often comes with a warning, it will reduce low-wage employment. New research found no job losses after the state or local minimum wage is raised. Ben Zipperer, senior economist for the Economic Policy Institute and the review's co-author, said raising the minimum wage has benefited workers.
Minimum wages very consistently have ended up raising the incomes of low-wage workers, and they have done so in a way that doesn't cause any big negative employment shocks or big disruptions in their local economy.
He noted the studies showed raising minimum wages has other benefits.
What does happen is that employee turnover falls dramatically, and that's because the job is suddenly more attractive to workers when you pay them more. And that's one of the reasons why why you don't actually see big falls in employment after a minimum wage increase.
Indiana's minimum wage rose to $7.25 per hour from $6.55 per hour in 2009.
That's Terry D. reporting. The August real estate report from the Indiana Association of Realtors shows closed home sales last month suffered from wait-and-see attitudes in July.
Closings fell 6% below last year to just over 7,000 across Indiana. The Hoosiers who did buy benefited from another month of rising inventory, as nearly 14,000 homes were listed for sale statewide on an average day. That's nearly 30% more than August of last year and the largest monthly supply of homes for sale since January 2020. Indiana's median home sale price of $265,000 remained flat from July to August, up 4% year over year. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
The former Walmart store on Portage Road is being transformed into a self-storage facility. The South Bend Tribune reports a company named True Storage purchased the property earlier this year and is in the process of converting the space to accommodate more than 1,000 storage units. The company hopes to have the property ready for rental by the end of the month. Walmart closed the store back in April of last year. New this morning on MNC, the state of Michigan has a problem with student absenteeism.
Numbers on the K-12 students in the state show that nearly 30% of them were chronically absent in the last school year. Bridge, Michigan reports that 1 in 3 Michigan students missed 18 or more school days in the last academic year, according to the data. That number is a slight decrease from the previous school year, but still considerably higher than numbers before the pandemic. 18 school days represents 10% of the 180-day school year. Derek Decker, MNC News.
Checking crimes in courts this morning, a former Gary police officer has been arrested on federal criminal charges for allegedly enticing a minor to produce or record explicit conduct. 52-year-old James Bond at Crown Point's now charged with sexual exploitation of a minor and receiving and possessing child pornography. The indictment alleges that Bond was serving as a commander with the Gary Police Department. The minor was working for the city of Gary as part of the Summer Youth Employment Program. New legislation that's designed to increase mental health care for veterans has now been introduced to Congress by a Southwest Michigan representative.
Congressman Bill Huizenga says that the legislation aims to help prevent suicides among veterans. He told WSJM that the Veterans Suicide Prevention and Care Enhancement Act is a bipartisan effort that would encourage more providers and community care networks to train their staff in evidence-based suicide prevention programs. It also directs the Secretary of Veterans Affairs to establish a list of preferred providers that complete the annual training. The legislation has the backing of Disabled American Veterans, the Association of VA Psychological Leaders, and the Paralyzed Veterans of America. Tommy Lee, MNC News.
And a nearly $125,000 grant from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development aims to make Elkhart's public housing safer and healthier. Elkhart Housing Authority is the only one in Indiana to get the funding out of 22 national recipients. Officials say the grants are key to keeping families safe. The executive director says they apply for the grant every year to improve the conditions for residents. You can cast your vote with confidence this fall by checking out the candidates and their platforms from all the hot races before the November election at the allnewhoosiervote.com. It's sponsored by Shield Exteriors and by Burton's Laundry.
Partly to mostly sunny skies today. We're still looking at really warm temperatures. We end up at 86 this afternoon. An isolated scattered shower or thunderstorm possible, especially late afternoon, early evening. Overnight tonight, a scattered shower possible. We drop down to 64. And then for Saturday, sunny and hot with a high of 87. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
A reminder, you can get the top local news delivered to your email twice each day. To get signed up for free, go to 953mnc.com, click where it says on demand.
Podcasts by Federated Media.